The men were loved. All of the men in the study was someone's son.
He had picked up reports of some study that was going on in Alabama that was being done on poor black farmers there. The person he reported to said, "This really isn't part of your job. Don't worry about it. It's none of your business." I could not believe that an agency of the federal government, as much of a mistake as it was initially, could let this continue for 40 years.
He said, well, there was a nurse that came around and she was taking blood from men. They told all of the men that they had bad blood, that they would be treated for their bad blood.
It just made me furious. None of the morality was ever questioned.
The men were angry at first, in disbelief. There was trauma and there was shame.
We can stop turning our heads away. We can look at you in the eye and finally say, on behalf of the American people, what the United States government did was shameful, and I am sorry.
Some people believe that the men were injected with syphilis.
We can't forget what happened to Tuskegee, and in one way, COVID helped keep the lessons of Tuskegee alive. What we don't know is how many of their wives they infected, how many of their children caught it in the womb, how many of them died, how many people got terribly, terribly ill.
That narrative is the men were sharecroppers, they were poor, they were uneducated, and they didn't care much about their health, and that's not true. They were survivors. I asked my father, how did he feel about being in that study? And my father looked at me very calmly and in control and said, baby, I cannot do anything about what has happened to me and all of those other men who were in the study. But it's up to you all to make sure that nothing like this happens again.